commercial, but welcome if you're just joining us. You're welcome. 27 minutes gone past the hour of 3. You're listening to Hard Facts and 92.3 Nigeria Info, and we're looking at the big 3, the big stories that is. And I've reeled out 2. I was on the third one, and I was talking about that before I was cut off by the commercial break. However, I was looking at the political happenings over the weekend in Rivers State, and I promised to read from the newspaper, the leadership newspaper, containing the report of Chidi Llyod saying nobody is allowed to cast aspersion in Emoa local government area. As a matter of fact, it's captioned like this: we won't allow aspersions on Wike in Emoa Llyod. Now, the chairman of Emoa local government area of Rivers State, Dr. Chidi Llyod, has declared that no part of the local government area would be used to cast aspersions on the immediate past governor of Rivers State and Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, under any guise. He further declared that doing so would provoke the people of the area, who are predominantly supporters and followers of the FCD minister. Now, Llyod spoke during the commissioning of the 1 kilometer Chief Nyesom Wike Drive at Akpabu community in Emoa local government area, which was undertaken by his administration, and one that the local government under his watch would not fold its arms and allow any individual or group to jeopardize the prevailing peace in the area through provocative activities. Now, I'm wondering, once again, my angle, my perspective to this conversation is that it is looking like the political drama, the political action movie is still ongoing. The political actors are still acting, and there seemingly is no respite in sight. Just on Friday, I was trying to talk about all of these groups popping out here. This one says they are Sim movement. The other one says they are supporter for Sim. They're different names. You don't say, oh, we are Nyesom Wike these. Different groups popping. I feel like these groups are even making the whole situation worse. Now, the political actors have gone mute. You hardly see it, apart from the Senator Akpabio situation. Where Wike had to, the FCD minister had to say a thing or two in reply. We've seen almost absolute silence as it regards to the political movie playing out in Rivers State. Now, some of us have been second guessing: have they settled? Have they not settled? We've been asking all of those questions. But now it looks like the followers, the people who are now forming these groups, going for Thanksgivings, are now the ones trying so hard, to what's that word we like to use, or what's that phrase we like to use? They're trying to heat up the polity. So now, Chidi Llyod, Dr. Chidi Llyod, has come out to say, hey. That won't happen in Emoa. But now this is where I may have a little bit of a confusion. How can we determine which is casting aspersion and which is saying the truth? Because remember, all of these people at some time used to flock together. They used to work together. They were all in the same camp. As a matter of fact, I can still dare say they belong to the same political party. However, they've got different interests, and so a house divided against itself. But the question then is, when will this political drama end? Because I do think, and I can't help but wonder, all of these people, I'm not talking about the political actors now, I'm talking about the people who attend all of these political gatherings in 2024 with no election in sight. And I say that with all conscience. How do I put it now? I say that even with respect to the fact that there is supposed to be a local government election this year, but we don't know what is happening. We've not seen any motion in sight, so one can say that we're not even in a political season. So what is this the prelude to the local government elections? And if that is the case, then I don't know. I can't help but ask the same question. Are we going to have a peaceful election? And in which way, it's time for me to open the phone lines. I think I've done enough talking. 29 minutes to the top of the hour. Oh my goodness. I hope it's going to be a very wonderful day. You and I having conversations for development. All right, let's go to the phone lines. The numbers are 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. 0817 923 0007. WhatsApp number 0809 0306 416. Hey, remember, we're live on Facebook, Nigeria Info PH is the handle. We're live on YouTube as well, Nigeria Info PH is the handle. You can go there, watch me live, drop your comment. I'd like to hear from you. And we are active and interactive on X, Nigeria Info PH as well. All right, I've got a few calls coming in, a few messages pouring in as well, but let's start with God's Power, who's calling from HA. God's Power, good afternoon to you. Welcome on the show.
Good afternoon, Kalada.
Yeah, good afternoon, God's Power.
Yes, that's a suggestion made by Atiku. It's a good suggestion. Argentina, I don't know what the country said, it should learn that economic reform. We are in trouble.
But Argentina is also in trouble. That's that I check. Argentina has got a very huge inflation, a very big inflation, over 200%.
But Atiku said they are tackling it headlong. So okay. Our president should also borrow. The statement I like is saying he cannot handle all the problems of Nigeria, I know. And they have not started handling first, so he cannot handle. The oath of office, he said he wants to take care of everything. When he looked at Buhari's administration, he found out that I was there. He said, when you come, he's going. Hello?
I'm listening to you. Quickly, wrap up,
yes, please. That is going to transform Nigeria like what he did in Lagos. But we're not seeing anything tangible. We're not seeing anything. Hardship, is that how he did in Lagos? And again, if you look at the economic policies of Nigeria as now, we have nothing to write home about. Nothing.
All right.
Because he has not planned anywhere. The refinery, they said it will be working. It's not working. That is an issue. At least when we get that one, we look at other economic measures.
Right.
We cannot import because we cannot produce. We can produce once we eat.
All right.
How do we import? How do we stock? So we are in trouble. What economic measure are we going to use to tackle the economy? That's what we are talking.
All right. Thank you very much.
You made a very good suggestion by inviting Melu, Dangote, those economies. Let them bring all their word of experience.
All right. I've got to go. God's Power. I've got to go now.
That person that has a solution should bring.
All right. Thank you very much, God's Power. Ida from Incorrupt, please. Straight to the point. Straight to the point, please.
My name is I'm calling from Incorrupt.
All right. Welcome.
I want to talk about Evans Bipi statement. Yes, Evans Bipi is very, very right. When this former governor wins Supreme Court case,
Ida, let me pause you. Ida, let me pause you so you understand the conversation. I'm not here to talk about who's right or wrong. I'm here talking about the political drama and if there is respite in sight. We talk for development and not talk to tear down people or to escalate the fight. So we're not here to talk about who's right or wrong, please.
To talk about matter, you always attack.
Like I said, we're not. All right, thank you very much. Moving on, Zion from JRA, welcome. What is on your mind? Please tell me.
Yeah, good afternoon, Katie.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
I want to look into the perceived rumor about the military takeover stuff like that.
All right then.
In Nigeria, there is nothing that is a rumor.
Why do you say so?
There were times we have heard a lot of things. Oh, it's a rumor. Before you know the thing happened. Don't forget, for this bomb price will get up to 800 naira today. Don't forget, I March. Was it March happy? Or thereabouts? Or June? They told us now. And they said, no, don't worry, we'll not get here. Oh, no panic buying. No fuel, everything is normal. We have 100 million liters somewhere. Don't you see the effect later? So see this particular one. I'm not taking the pinch of salt too, but I want to beg anybody. If I won't go take over, Mona not take over, they will not want that for now.
Okay.
It's not a welcome idea.
Okay.
But the president should set up policies to grow economy and to ameliorate the pains. For me, President Tinubu have never rolled out any economic policy, nothing yet.
Are you serious?
Unlike this shame, no, tell me one economic policy have rolled out.
No, economists would tell you the floating of the naira is an economic policy. I don't know. They would also tell you that the removal of petrol.
Of subsidy.
Yeah.
No, now those things are not economical policies now. Which economists will say that is economic policy.
A lot of them.
People. No, now don't see. Canada. Let's talk as a few things from the aspect of at least all of us have elementary education. We are exposed to conversations home and abroad. When you say economic policy, you are talking about a developed framework by professionals, not you that sat in your bedroom. You wake up one morning because you look and say
Zion. So what makes you think that he did not, employ professionals to be able to drop, the removal of subsidy from? I mean, IMF, World Bank, they've all been saying that's the best economic policy ever. Nigeria has taken in a long time.
This thing IMF, see, that is the problem I have. This thing you call IMF, they are not economies that determine.
Okay.
These are people have developed framework for them, and whenever they need a country like a lab rat to practice this thing, they look which country will go. Look, call Nigeria. Move on Nigeria. Tell them they remove subsidy. Call Nigeria.
Zion, wrap up.
And our politicians are not smart enough to know that they are using Nigeria as a lab rat.
All right.
Look at all the old things they opened to the president and he's trying to do now. Yesterday night he went to set up business people as economic king. What a shameful organization is that?
All right.
Dangote is a businessman, he's not an economist. Illumina is a businessman, not economist. Dangote has been the corridors of power.
All right. Zion, I've got to go.
Look at the economy of Nigeria.
I've got to go now, but thank you very much, Zion. I've got Obed from Port Harcourt. Obed, welcome.
Canada, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Canada, I am particularly concerned on the statement of Lloyd.
Okay.
Because the last time I checked, Lloyd has a doctorate degree in law. I don't know if I'm correct. So as such, Lloyd should be aware that people have right to their opinion. In as much as such opinion is expressed within the confines of the law.
Good.
You understand?
Yeah.
So you have no moral justification or any right to tell people not to make statements or not to say anything in Emoha. The town of Emoha.
Obed.
For a particular time.
Obed, let's have a conversation now. Yeah, so you rightly put it that things must be said according to the law. So where do we draw the line? Because the politics, me, I'm more focused on the politics. The politics in River State is taking a new dimension. The main actors are not talking. It is now the followers who are, going everywhere, trying to cause mayhem here, there, everywhere. So where do we draw the line? Where do we say, oh, this is you flouting the law, this is you casting aspersion? And where do we say, remember, we're talking for development now?
Look, Canada, the politics in River State is taking a new turn, considering the fact that local government chairman will not allow a certain supporters to be.
Okay.
I mean, if you say you are on ground, allow people to gather as guaranteed by the Constitution, freedom of association. You understand? So when the chairman begins to take positions on the choice of what is called aspersion, I don't know, can he be able to expatiate and tell us what is aspersion?
All right.
So people should not gather and make one statement or the other because we have a chairman. I think that is an affront to the law.
Right,
so he should desist on that because he happened to be one of the people who are apostles of law. You are supposed to say.
Okay.
Then coming to the Tinubu, telling Nigeria, and I don't know what to do. Of course, we are very much aware, and that's why most of us is saying that.
Obed, let me pause you again. He did not say he does not know what to do. He said he does.
He said does not have solution.
No, calm down. I'm going to quote him as written. He does not have the solutions to all of Nigeria's problems. All, emphasizing that. He did not say he did not have any solution or no solution. He did not have all the solutions. So he's going to try his best possible.
Canada.
Yes, I'm listening.
What was Tinubu campaign slogan?
I don't know. I didn't campaign
right?
with him.
A renew hope.
Okay.
So, renew hope, is it a session or encompasses every problem of Nigeria?
Interesting.
The last time I checked.
Interesting.
Renew hope is to give us a new hope, right? For us to for a better Nigeria. So how will you come out and tell us that you don't have a solution to all the problems of Nigeria? And that is what we are saying. Tender resignation honorably, because we have seen from the onset.
All right.
And the current president is economic theories are propounding that has no basis.
All right.
You understand? It has shown clearly. So let him tender resignation. The last time we are saying every time they listen to IMF, tell Nigeria to slow the naira. IMF will tell Nigeria to remove what
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Let me dwell on the comments made by Emma local government and Chidi Llyod and Evans Bipi.
I hope Frank, like I told Ida, and he was angry about it, but I hope you know that my focus is not necessarily on what they said. It's on, the political drama and rivers.
Yeah,
okay. All right. Let's go on then.
My comment is not to malign anybody. My own is peaceful advice for them.
Okay.
For now, we don't need all those things. That this is the time of governance.
I agree.
I believe the leaders should understand that should leave it alone and leave Wike alone. For now, let them deliver the decisions of democracy. For now, let us do our own business. When you come for 2026, we can talk about politics. For now, it is time for governance, and they should stop this case every day and for every day and for Wike for now. This is my comment. Thank you and God bless you.
And I do appreciate your comment, Frank from D-Line. Edward from Iwofe, welcome. We're good to have you.
Good day, Canada.
Yeah, turn off your radio, please. Thank you.
Yes. My name is Edward.
All right, Edward, welcome. Edward, I can still hear the echo. Please, it's noisy. Okay. Turn it off, please.
Okay. Are we done now?
Yeah, we're good. Thank you.
Okay, so my talk this afternoon is on Atiku's advice to the president.
But I didn't add it to my big stories for today.
You did add it to your big story?
No, I did not.
Okay, then let me take on Chidi Llyod's advice.
All right then.
So I don't know why the sudden advice from Chidi Llyod. He has been quiet all this while, and some people have applauded him for that. So I don't understand why what Evans Bipi did that will now make him to begin to react the way he's reacting.
Basically, Edward, it has to do with the political drama in Rivers. So the political drama is still lingering. I guess the political actors may have gone mute, but the followers, the disciples are out there, and the fight is raging on between or within the disciples. So I guess that's why Chidi Llyod came out and said what he said. I don't know, but what do you think?
But why not take a lap? Must they always support somebody?
Interesting. What do you mean by middle?
Must always be on the side of somebody.
So what you're saying, they should be on the side of the people?
Last 2 weeks, there was an issue at Eshe. What was his reaction to it?
Interesting.
I think these guys have been around the corridors of power for too long. And I think it's time for them to call it quits. He should leave at the end of his tenure and quietly go and enjoy his money. It must not be trouble all the time.
I agree.
I mean,
all
because of these unnecessary issues coming up with these, they had not even gone to Emoha to talk about anybody.
No, I don't think he was reacting to Evans Bipi per se. I'm just
he made mention. He called Evans Bipi's name now.
Okay.
In the soundbite, I listened to the soundbite in the morning. He called his. That's why I called his name.
Okay. I get you.
This guy should grow up now.
All right, then.
What's all this?
Edward,
Must they be making trouble all the time?
Edward, thank you. I've got to go. Edward is saying we must not have trouble in River State. We should think peace. This is not the time to take sides. This is the time for us to think development. Do you agree? I like to. Yeah, I've got JJ. I've got Muriel. I start with Muriel. Muriel, greetings to you. Welcome.
Hi, Kerry. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Muriel, welcome, please. Quickly.
This is your special woman.
Yeah, well, quickly, please.
Canada, let me talk about the MO and local government chairman. This is a typical case of power corrupt. And absolute power corrupts absolutely.
How do you mean?
So is it telling us, the citizens of River State, KDB, that because he's the local government chairman, the freedom of speech of everybody in MO and local government is in his hands? You see, Canada? But
Muriel,
principal, they are free. I'm listening.
I understand freedom of speech, but I also drew a line that your freedom of speech stops when you begin to flout the law. So when you begin to cast aspersion or try to defame or you speak libel, then you're flouting the law. So where do we draw the line? How then do we know? That's the question I'm also trying to ask.
Honestly.
Okay.
Who is coming out? Who has been come out to abuse or maybe make a false accusation on the former governor? Even in Chidi Llyod himself, that has come out so blatantly to insult the governor. Even the governor who is the supreme leader is getting free hands. Did not even do him anything when he came out to try to insult him. And now he's telling everybody in MOHA that you don't have the liberty to open your mouth.
That's not what he said. He did not say don't utter. He did not say don't utter any word. Muriel, calm down. He did not wait now. It's similar to what I would always say. Don't use abusive words on radio. It does not stop you from talking, does it?
But this is not abusive. It's not an abusive word.
Okay.
I'm just trying to say he's trying to instill fear.
Okay. Have you listened?
Supporters of the governor.
Have you listened to some of the things that Evans Bipi said over the weekend? I can't even play the sound bite on radio.
Hello, KBB.
All right, Muriel, I've got to go. Thank you very much. I've got JJ from Port Harcourt Township. JJ, welcome. It's good to have you on the show. Yeah, good afternoon to you. Happy New Week.
Thank you very much.
All right,
Canada. They said before you separate fights, you need to first and foremost separate quarrel. True or false?
I don't know. Where are you going? Where are you going with this?
I think I like what Chidi Llyod said until it ended where it ended.
Okay.
If he had said, look, if you cast aspersion on the former governor, this is what I would do. If you also cast aspersion on this present governor, this is what I would do. Why did it end at the former?
Okay.
These are the issues. It means you are taking side.
I think JJ, he said that the people of MOR mostly, or to a large extent, are supporters of the former governor and now FCD minister. I think I read it out from that report.
What he has said now is not different from what happened in MOR. I said MOR,
okay,
where people can go about doing their own thing, whatever. But other people cannot come in and do the same thing that others did.
Okay.
So as far as I'm concerned, they should complete the statement.
Okay.
But you talked about IMF advising Nigeria, the same IMF who asked us to sell fuel for 1,200 per liter. Canada, how many IMF staff live in Nigeria? How many of them go to the same market, Silk Road market? Using American economic policy to advise Nigeria is not working, Canada. Even the Dangote, the Elumelu, these are elite. When was the last time you see Dangote or Elumelu walking on the street and go to the market and price as common as ice fish? These are the people that want to make law or make policies for us, or to end up with
but I get you
because
now.
They are not granted.
JJ,
Why not somebody like you that knows the feeling of the people.
I'm not an
Why
economist.
not somebody like me? I'm not against them coming on, but also to sit with street boys who also know the realities in the market.
Okay. All right.
How about that, Canada?
JJ, I was going to say, but I've got to let you go, by the way. But I was going to say that these guys you've mentioned, they've run businesses, like you've mentioned. They've been successful. They've been successful.
Advice based on their own gains.
Is it not time for us to run? Is it not time for us to run Nigeria as a business entity? I'm wondering, is it not time for us to begin to look, maybe this all talk about, we need experts, we need professionals, we need to begin to look at it as a business entity where we begin to derive profit from the things that the raw materials that God has blessed us with. Maybe only then we will get it right. Maybe that's the path. I'm not the spokesperson, I'm just arguing. Maybe that's the path that the president wants to toe. Say, hey, you've run business for 10 years? You've run businesses for 20 years. You've run several kinds of business. Come see Nigeria as a business. How do we make profit? How do we develop to the point where, we are now tops amongst the Committee of Nations? Let's see this one. This one says, good afternoon. It is quite unfortunate that we've gotten to where we are. People anticipating military coup is not making any mistake. If you ask me, what is happening now is far bigger than what used to happen before a coup in Nigeria. We are dying and need help. Odimego Sonny Didia from Omerelu. All right, thank you very much. And let's see this one. This one says, if President Tinubu says it doesn't have all the answers to Nigeria's problem, that simply means that we as Nigerians should not hope to receive any good leadership from Tinubu. In less than a year, President Tinubu has started giving excuses. Did President Tinubu not see these problems before wanting to be president? Nigeria is suffering from Tinubu's fungus. It is a disease that sucks your pocket dry. Brightener from Moji. Let's see, this one says, Nigeria's democracy is a mockery to humanity and a very big picture of modern slavery. It will be a good news. I'm skipping that part. Thank you very much, Onye Uchiya Stephen. Let's see, this one says, enough is enough. People are dying. I thank God in Nigeria there is no rumor, no smoke without fire. But you earlier said, this is Matthew Bube Jonathan from Ikodi and Ghana. It is unfortunate that we have found ourselves in this economic situation in the country, and will also be unwise to call for the militarization of the country at this point. We were told in political science level 200 that the worst democracy is better than the best military government, but I am beginning to disbelieve that assertion. It is high time. I'm skipping that part. This is okay. Moving on now. You're calling for my goodness. A lot of the messages here talking about military takeover, so I would have to skip them. This one says, with respect to all, or with respect to the political reality in River State, I personally do think that all these groups emerging and having gatherings almost every day are just looking for a way to make their own money. If the governor wants to see how true their supporter is, let him close his pocket and hand from supporting these gatherings, and I tell you, they would stop. So they are gathering because the government supports them financially or otherwise. Wisdom J from Abua. You might have an argument there. You might have a point there. I don't know. I think so. All politicians in Nigeria and elsewhere in the globe cast aspersions on their opponents. Therefore, if you don't want people to cast aspersions on your principal, also tell your principal not to cast aspersions on others. Damietero Kosima with that one. This one says, MOR local government chairman reads riot act. I like it when text gives me, I don't know if I should make it my show organizer or the one who preps for me. I like the headline. MOR LGA chairman reads riot act. The council chairman is basically telling us that he would not tolerate criticism of the FCT minister, and that is a show of dictatorial tendency. What happens to filing a petition to the court for defamation or peddling of false information? What if that's what he wants to do? Anyways, I'm just thinking out loud. It is not as if Dr. Chidi Llyod is saying people are making inciting statements. Even then, he as LGA chairman has no power to deal with such individuals. It is the law enforcement agencies. Character being displayed by Chidi Llyod or Dr. Chidi Llyod is what makes people fear what will happen if we have state police. Text from Oyibo with that one. It's almost time for me to wrap up. This one says, big story, Defense Headquarters dismisses coup rumors. I'm not a fan of coups. I don't think I support coups, especially the bloody ones. Having stated thus, I would love to add that nothing just happens. There is always a catalyst, and according to IBB, we have more than enough catalyst to provoke a coup, but God forbid, Newton Ikere with that one. This one says, everyone knew the nation's economy is terrible or terribly bad for now, but it's not the best approach for military coup through the barrel of the gun. It's just fifth columnists trying to see the reaction of Nigerians and cause anarchy. All active and great military veterans knew the consequences. My advice, the so-called democratic leadership should sit up and ensure it delivers good governance for the stability and development of our nation. If not, they will derail democracy the way we are going. My final worry, mostly the judiciary should be proactive in carrying out their responsibilities. They are our main problem in Nigeria. Jimbo Baraye Karibon Nelson from Ogu Town, a veteran of the armed forces Nigeria. All right, thank you very much, Jimbo Baraye. I do like it when you do text. I hope you're doing very well, by the way. I remember you sending me a Facebook message sometime 2 weeks ago. This one says, Mr. President should humbly resign if he does not have all the solutions the country is facing, because he said during his campaign that is coming to give the nation a renewed hope. And for the statement credited to the chairman of MR local government area regarding the comment against the FCD minister, it shows, I think you meant to say he should be aware that it is only the court that can define what a hate speech is and not him as a person. Hence, he should focus on governance. Wike or Dinaka with that one. I've got to take a breather. After that, I will bring you the business news at the top of the hour. Do stay tuned to 92.3 Nigeria Info. Good afternoon. I am Kalada Kurubatable.